All right. Hmm. I'm not quite sure what I'm doing here. I don't even know where to start. Well, I'll start where this currently started. A little over 2 weeks ago, I was fired from my job. I'm not going to get into why. Just put it succinctly, I made a few mistakes over the years that I was there, and eventually, it just enough was enough to catch up with me. Now, getting fired from your job is bad enough, and it sucks. But I've been with that particular job for 5 years, but that company in general, I had been associated with in some way or another for since about 12 years. And, having to look for a new job and reevaluating the past 12 years made me realize how much of a waste of time it was and how much time in general I've been wasting. And, you know, I'm 36 years old. I'm almost 40, and I got nothing to show for my life. And this past week in particular was really, really bad. Literally at the 2 week mark on Wednesday from when I got fired, I had almost like an emotional breakdown before bed. And it really wasn't good. It was really bad, and the whole week I've been feeling terrible. I feel physically awful, worse than I usually have. My stress just screwed up my stomach, and my appetite, which is only just starting to come back, was just almost non-existent for a couple days. I'm feeling better this weekend, which is good, but it's the weekend. It's easier to relax when you can just kind of take time off from stuff. But when we get back into the week, we'll see how the job front works out. But it's not even just looking for a new job. It's the realization that, you know, I have I have years of work experience going back almost 20 years now, and it's worth nothing. It's not worth a damn thing, you know. Sometimes I think maybe I should have gone to college, even though I was never a good student. I was a terrible student. I can't pay attention to almost anything. If something doesn't interest me, I just zone out on it. I don't know how to focus at all. I remember when I was a kid in school, they said I had a little bit of ADD. I, I don't know what a little bit of ADD is or means, but I had a little bit of ADD. And I guess that's not enough to get like any medication or anything for it. So they just said, I don't know, just figure it out. And I never did. And that's kind of been the problem with my life is that I was just kind of left to my own devices. And everybody just acted like, well, you'll figure it out eventually. And I always thought I would. And now I'm 36 years old, unemployed, and my best option is to try to struggle to find another fucking job that I won't really care about and will ultimately take me nowhere because I have no passions or goals or ambitions or, you know, direction. There are times I feel like just like an empty vessel that's like imitating a person. And, I've been getting, that night in particular, I had that little freak out. I, to kind of calm myself, I tried to reach out online to people I don't really know all that well, who are basic strangers to me, and they tried to be as helpful as they could. They give the usual, like, you know, bullshit advice of, breathe and all this other stuff, and, focus on your passions. So people always talk about passions. I have no passions. I think there's something wrong with me because I'm not passionate about anything. I don't care about anything. I really hope there's something wrong with me. It'd be really worse if I found out there is nothing wrong with me. I know I need to see a psychiatrist or speak to somebody, but I should have been doing that for a while now. But, you know, probably I can't really invest in major expenditures like that right now when I don't have a source of income. Luckily, I saved quite a bit over, you know, the past 12 years, and I have enough to last me a couple months if I need to. I really hope I don't need to. I don't want to have to burn through all my savings things because it's like after over 12 years, I have enough money that won't even last me a year. It's nice to know that that's another mark that what 12 years of work will get you. Um, why am I doing this? Because it's the passion thing. I don't really have one, but I do remember that when I was younger, I had an interest in video production that just sort of fell off because I wasn't able to pursue it because, in high school, you know, God forbid you focus on things that you actually show an interest in. They have other bullshit that you have to fucking do because you don't care about it, for some reason they got to make you care. I don't know why people can't just. The world annoys me. I don't fit into it. That's a real original thought. um anyway, why am I doing this? So I have an interest in video production, and I just never pursued it. But in our modern world, it's easier to pursue it now. So now I'm a 36-year-old who's going to start downloading videos to YouTube for some fucking reason. I don't know. I guess this is just going to be some kind of self-therapy thing. Maybe other people will watch it and find it interesting, or maybe they'll judge it harshly, or maybe they'll ignore it completely. I don't know. It's kind of why I named the channel A Work in Progress, because I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm figuring this out as I go. It's way too late in the game to be trying to figure out what this is, and by that I mean my life. Probably should have done this like 10 years ago, but I got distracted by other things, and then as I got set more in a pace, I just got complacent, and now here I find myself 40, well, not 40, 36, almost 40, too damn close to 40 to be this directionless in my life. So let's see, 36, currently unemployed, uh, no good real career prospects, no direction, no passion. I've also positioned myself to be completely alone in my life. That's something I'm not going to go into that. That would make this video way too long. But I'll get to that at some other point. And yeah, So, it's almost fucking 6 a.m. on a Sunday morning, and I'm doing this shit. I always pick weird times to do things. This looks like a video that should end with me putting a gun in my mouth or something. I'm not going to do that. Don't worry if you're watching this, if anybody's watching this. That's not how this is going to end. And I used to be like that, but I got over shit like that a long time ago. Still have thoughts occasionally, but mostly I dismiss that. I don't want to die. I just want to figure out how to live better. And I'm really, really bad at that. I'm really, really. I think some people are just bad at life. That's how I try to rationalize it. Some people are just really bad at life. They just don't know how to figure it out. They don't know how to do it. And yeah, I think I'm one of those people. But, you know, like I said, it's late in the game. But late in the game doesn't mean the game's over. It's still in play. So, maybe I won't be a winner. I'll probably never be a winner. But, you know, maybe I could put some points on the board. So at least I could leave the game with a little bit of dignity. Maybe. I don't know. I'm going to figure this out as I go. If you like it, you know, hit the like. If you don't, hit the don't like. If you got some shitty comment to make it. I don't. What are you going to do? I don't give a shit. There's really no bad thought you can have about me that I probably haven't had about myself. But who knows? Maybe you have. Maybe you'll give me something to think of that I haven't thought of before. So yeah, that's it for this one. Yeah, went about as long as I thought it would. So yeah, have a good night or morning, technically. See you next time.